Hi everyone, today I'm here in the Plinius Park in Tongeren, not to show you the park but to tell you about one of my bikepacking setups. Behind me you see my road bike, my endurance bike, and I used it this weekend to go bikepacking through Germany in cold weather. The setup always depends on the weather conditions and where you are biking, so it's always different. For starters, on this bike I always have my Aero bars, not that much to go faster, but to have more positions to hold my hands and also to have more place to put things. So first thing that I always have with me is my Garmin. This is a Garmin 530 because I like the buttons. And I had the 1030 and I actually don't miss anything that the 1030 has and the 530 doesn't have, because most of my routes I plan on in front, and if I don't, I use Osmand on my smartphone to plan the routes and I send it through Bluetooth. So on my Aero bars I have this scarf for if I have cold. I can put it over my head or on my neck or wherever I want to use it. Then in front of my Garmin I have a mount to put my cell phone. It's a Top, so I can click my cell phone and I can turn to get it off, and here is a lock to lock or unlock it. Then in front I have a printed part that has a Ulanzi mount on it, and at the moment it holds my front light. It's a very cheap light from AliExpress that comes with a USB cable, but I have my special cable on it, and I also made my own mount for it, so it is compatible with GoPro mounts. So you see my cable, it goes into my tape, and that's because there is a little button here, so I will show. So now it's on full strength, and if I push the button I can change without touching the button that is installed in the light itself. So if we follow my cable, we come to my first bag. It's the biggest I can get, as you can see. And what's in that bag is, to start, my spare tubes. Normally I put them elsewhere, but because it's a winter setup I didn't have other space. I have 3 spare tubes for long rides, because I ride tubeless and it goes really wrong. I will need at least 2 spare tubes. For being lazy I have 3 spare tubes. So next I have my power banks here and space for my cell phone, and then I have cables. Normally I put them in here, but I didn't do it now, so normally these cables are tucked away. Okay, and then here I have earbuds for music. The other part, the other side has stickers at the moment. This frame bag has compartment at the 2 sides. First side is the stakes and the poles of my tent, and behind it here is the switch for my dynamo to go from battery to light. The light at the moment is not compatible, but I have one that is compatible. Then next to it I have my multi-tool for the bike, and my other multi-tool, I will show it later. And then more to the back is the patch kit and some other spare parts for the bike. The other side of the frame bag is a side I try not to use. It's my first aid kit, so all kinds of first aid stuff, and then also some masks. I forgot to mention about the cockpit is my bell. It's an electronic bell. The remote is at the other side. I have an Aero bag because I don't have enough space in between my handlebars, but actually I like the front rolls more than this, but okay. So in this case I have this bag, so it's a nice system, that's not the problem, but it's less flexible for space than the rolls. So in here is my tent, except for the poles, so I can just pull it out in the evening, put it back in the morning. And then we have the saddlebag. On top I have a fluorescent vest for in tunnels and other places where it's needed by law. And in the bag itself I have, at this moment, it's almost all of it is my sleeping bag, because it's a Subzero sleeping bag. Then on top of the sleeping bag is my sleeping mat, and also 2 jackets. One of them I am wearing. It's a winter jacket I'm wearing, and there is a wind jacket still inside. And underneath the bag, of course, I have my backlight. With most setups I have my spare clothes also in my saddlebag, but in this case, because the sleeping bag is that big, it was not possible. So my clothes are in my backpack. So in this case I put my clothes in the top of my backpack. They are not here at this moment, that's why my backpack is very thin at the moment. So clothes here, some food on top of the clothes. This part is here to put a helmet. During riding I use it to put garbage until I find a garbage bin. In the front there's a lot of space for electronics and paperwork and my money. And then in the sides I always have my headlight, and at the other side I have my cutlery and my coffee cup. Then in the bottom of the bag I always put my cooking sets, so lighter, cooking sets. Cooking sets, at this moment it's a very simple one. It's only one pot, one titanium pot. It can also be hung on top of a fire. Then inside is a cup. This is the gas stove, wooden spoon and gas. I hope you like this video. I will try to make more of this kind of videos, and also other videos where I give explanation of things. So I'm going to try to make more review videos, more action videos, more interesting videos, to say it like that. So I hope you subscribe, like this video, and hopefully you will look at my next videos. Thank you for watching.